I have a poem to read to you for Halloween. It's called The Pumpkin Thief. Written by Rohini Chandra. Here are a pair of big brown eyes, curious about the world. He wears a pair of Vans, a thrifty jacket that are worn. His wavy hair hides under a cap, shy but proud. He carries the confidence of an artisan, a handyman for Halloween. But shh, don't say that out loud. Jocks stuff him into lockers while paper planes attack. His crush runs past him during playtime with the pack. But let's not call him a loser, okay? Because one day, the teacher catches him doodling under his desk. "This is art," she says, while the other's faces turn red. After school, he heads into a tan desert, past black rocks, into a forest of Joshua trees where no one dares to knock. Because the headless horseman chases with wild tales of rattlesnakes, stolen cars, and ghosts of bodies tossed. Anyone who enters at night will have their stars crossed. He walks along a dried aqueduct, for home is home, where Dad sells antiques, rusted engines, twice owned, from wagons and a statue of a stallion. But the townies start asking, "How can you raise a boy in a shanty?" Dad says, "He's good to me. He runs happy and free." But surely you know there's a mischievous side to all. This boy is out for vengeance, but don't be appalled. At night he crawls into town, his head in a hood, strolling quietly with a trolley into neighborhoods, grabbing new pumpkins from yards, up to no good. Yes, that's right. He steals pumpkins all night. The Joneses cry in the morning at the bare sight. Pumpkins go missing for entire blocks, good grief! So detectives run on the case to the town's relief. But be sure, this boy is not a desperate thief. At the sound of wind chimes, when dawn is in, our boy pulls a chisel and awl from his apron. He begins to scrape and carve all shapes. Fat, skinny, short, tall, he treats all the same. Even gourds with ugly warts, he gets shamed. Ugh. And the pumpkin with the biggest belly has hair from the cinnamon broom, so silly. It's now the head of a scarecrow with fright, as others come to life with candles alight inside. Each pumpkin becomes its own with light. Dad watches with a huff from his pipe, and a gritty smile taking pumpkins when ripe. Dad adds butter, cinnamon, and cloves for extra spookiness from the grove. For who knows what's cooking in their stove? They're become the most delicious pies that get left behind church with a goodbye. No one can see except for the bully who lies. He takes a picture and posts it on Twitter, screaming, "See the pumpkin thief litter!" Havoc wreaks while members of the town, news crew, and the police gear up with rounds. But the guns are no match for the deep forest, for it is night and fear is not at all at rest. They still prickle through to the Joshua's crest, only to see a lightning spectacle that warns, an endless field of shining jack-o'-lanterns. The boy and Dad see a stampede running, but the town members trip over pumpkins. Gracious, do they have one more trick coming? Their eyes lie on the stallion, black and eerie, foreboding a scene of absolute buffoonery. Wait, what's that? An explosion of great crime! Pumpkin squash comes raining over just in time, tripping over their sprouts like Nickelodeon slime. This boy and his dad do not have much to say, except that now they're running away. No one knows why the boy steals pumpkins, for now he's become famous for something. On a holiday spree, next to steal Christmas trees. Who knew?